This is Gary Butterfield.
This is Cole Ross.
This is Monster, my podcast.
And this is Corazin.
There's a monster in my podcast.
Or the Corazin.
The
Corazin. This thing owns. I had no idea about that.
Neither did I. And what's crazy is, the pull quote that they give for this is just the Call of Cthulhu again.
Yeah, but this is some 1990s source book
Mm-hmm.
stuff for sure. Because this is like Digithulu.
It's Cthulhu for the modern age. Cthulhu 2.0.
Cthulhu the Ring.
Yeah.
Cthulhu shows up on your Roku.
Yeah.
So this is just Cthulhu's like weird dreaming that he sends, but updated for the digital age to be faster, sexier, more in touch with the teens.
Yes. Cthulhu is really a place to connect is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it is kind of like a digital, explicitly not digital. It's like a static ghost.
Yes.
That appears, and if it manages to get a foothold, it starts drawing more and more power until it becomes real.
Yes, it becomes this swirling ball of white-hot plasma that just devours and destroys anything as it grows into Cthulhu, and then is just Cthulhu, but he doesn't have to be in relay.
Right.
It's like this is like an avatar within an avatar. Mm-hmm. So this is just a campaign hook, like writ large, like everyone is getting friend requests from like Cthulhu, or whatever. And then like enough people add likes to it, and then they feel drained for the rest of the day until eventually you just have Cthulhu like blasting ass throughout San Francisco,
popping out of every single phone speaker. Just tiny little Cthulhus that all rush to the same point at the center of town.
Yeah, this is how plasma, you're holding it and it just burns through your hand. It's like perfect little like stigmata.
Yeah. Ooh, the mark of Cthulhu.
Yeah. And then people who survive it who all have the mark come together later for like the sequel campaign, form like a cult. Like everyone who was on their phones at the time that they liked the forbidden Instagram or whatever. It's just really cool. The illustration there for this is goofy as hell, where it's got a seismograph.
It's an EEG, but it is forming. Well, this is absolutely not the way the EEGs work.
No.
There's an awful lot of y-axis crossover, but it's an EEG that is drawing the like a little silhouette profile of Cthulhu.
Yeah. We should have talked about this in the first episode this week. Can we take a moment just to appreciate how much, or can I take a moment just to talk about how much I love that Cthulhu is fat?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like, he's just he's chubby. Like they always talk about him like stumbling and roiling around and like his flabby corpulence and stuff. And I'm just like way into it. Like it is the preferred god.
I am way into how ungainly he is.
Yeah. A god walking like with perfect like tear and perfect, strides.
Yeah, or floating. Fuck that.
Floating.
No.
That's amateur.
Yeah.
Like having it like being used to its new body, just kind of waking up and stumbling about, but still being that destructive. Mm-hmm. Way scarier and cooler.
Well, it's like a big toddler.
Yeah. Or like I think about Todd in Breaking Bad. Mm-hmm. Who is like too dumb to be, is evil because he's like stupid.
Yeah.
Like he just doesn't understand really morality in a weird way.
Yeah.
I love that character. And like one of the reasons why I love him is just he's scary because he's like so dull.
Right.
And that's kind of like Cthulhu energy to me.
Yeah. No, I definitely love that he's got those useless little wings.
Yeah.
I can take or leave the tentacles, honestly.
Oh, the face ones?
Yeah.
I'm into the face ones. I think it's a really strong design.
Oh,
like an octopus for a head. This is the first time it appeared. It's super cool.
Yeah. I think that maybe I'm over it. Seinfeld was never funny.
Yeah. Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
But other than that, though, he's just like a big fat guy.
Yeah.
Like if I put an octopus on my head, I'm basically Cthulhu. If I put an octopus on my head and glue 2 ducks to my back, I'm there.
Brought to you by our backers at patreon.com/Duckfeed.tv.